Dark, rainy night in Charleston, South Carolina. The kind that makes the city's historic streets look like a noir film set. I was on rooftop patrol, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. The rain was relentless, beating down like 1,000 tiny hammers on the concrete below. Suddenly I saw her, a shadow moving with grace and purpose. She was dressed in black leather, her silhouette cut against the rain-soaked night. Catwoman. I'd heard whispers about her, but never had the pleasure or the challenge of encountering her myself. I couldn't help but be intrigued. She moved like a dancer, effortlessly navigating the rooftop terrain. But I knew better than to underestimate her. Beneath that graceful exterior was a formidable foe. I approached her cautiously, my senses heightened. She turned, and our eyes met. For a moment, the world seemed to stop. Her eyes were a piercing shade of green, filled with a mix of mischief and mystery. "Batman. Of South Carolina," she purred, her voice smooth as silk. "I didn't expect to see you here." "Catwoman," I replied, keeping my tone neutral but firm. "What are you after tonight?" She smirked, a playful smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. "Oh, you know me, always chasing shiny things." We circled each other, like predators sizing up their prey. The rain continued to fall, a steady rhythm that seemed to match the tension between us. "You're trespassing," I said, my voice low and steady. "Charleston is under my watch." "Is that so?" she replied, her tone teasing. I wasn't aware Gotham had extended its borders. Before I could respond, she moved. Quick as lightning, she leapt from the rooftop, disappearing into the shadows below. I followed, my heart pounding. We darted through the narrow alleyways, her laughter echoing off the walls. She was fast, but I was determined. With every turn, every leap, the chase grew more intense. Finally, I cornered her in a dead-end alley, the only sound the rain pattering against the pavement. She was breathing hard, but her eyes still sparkled with that infuriating amusement. "You're not getting away this time," I said, stepping closer. She raised an eyebrow, her lips curling into a sly smile. "Who said I wanted to?" she replied, her voice barely more than a whisper. For a moment we stood there, the world around us fading into the background. There was something about her, something that drew me in despite my better judgment. Then, just as quickly as she had appeared, she was gone. A flash of black leather, a burst of speed, and she vanished into the night. I stood there, rain-soaked and alone, the echoes of our encounter lingering in the air. She was more than just an adversary. She was a mystery, a riddle wrapped in enigma. And I knew, as I returned to my patrol, that this wouldn't be our last meeting. The night was far from over, and Charleston had just become a lot more interesting. Batman of South Carolina found his mate. He